Finding out I got the job, my arrogant family friend who told me I was stupid got rejected from. I have a close family friend who I grew up alongside. This guy was 2 years older than me and spent our entire childhood reminding me I was an idiot. His parents were both doctors and put massive pressure on him to be perfect. So he dealt with it by making sure everyone knew he was smarter than the rest of us. When I was 12, I mentioned getting a C on a geography quiz at dinner. He stood up and announced he got straight A's on everything and that I was a complete failure who'd probably end up working at a gas station. Everyone laughed it off, but he meant every word. When I was 14, I mispronounced a word while reading out loud. He cut me off, corrected me, and spent 20 minutes telling everyone I clearly didn't read enough books. His mom told him to stop, but she was smiling, like she was proud he was so smart. Playing video games with him was worse. Every time I died, he'd say, "Makes sense. You're not really the strategic type," in this way that made it clear he genuinely believed I was dumb. After years of this, I started believing him too. I'd no answers in class, but wouldn't raise my hand because I figured I was probably wrong. When I turned 16, his family moved across town and we stopped seeing them every weekend. Over the next 6 years, I saw him maybe twice. Just awkward nods at events neither of us wanted to attend. I went to college and studied law because I liked arguing and figuring out how rules worked. I worked hard, but I wasn't thinking about him anymore. Last month, I got an email from one of the big downtown firms offering me a clerkship. I read it 3 times to make sure it was real. The salary was insane. 2 weeks later, his sister got married. My mom insisted I come because it would look bad if we didn't show. I sat at a back table with my parents when his mom came over. She's one of those people who needs to tell you every detail of her life. She started asking about school, then said her son had applied to all the top law firms. Her face got tight. He didn't get into any of them, unfortunately. It's so competitive now. She said it defensively, like she was trying to convince herself he hadn't actually failed. I looked over at him. He was staring at his phone, jaw clenched, clearly hearing everything. He glanced up once and I saw that same smug expression from when we were kids. Like even in failure, he was still better than everyone. His mom kept talking about how it wasn't his fault, how the standards were impossible. Relatives nearby started agreeing, trying to make him feel better. Then she turned to me and asked, "Are you working anywhere?" I should have said yes and left it vague, but I remembered sitting at their dinner table at 12 being called a failure. I remembered every time he made me feel worthless. So I looked straight at him and said the name of the firm, the exact one that rejected him. The table went completely silent. His mom's face froze. My parents looked confused. Then my dad's expression changed when he realized what I'd done. The relatives consoling him all stopped talking. His face went from annoyed to shocked. His mouth opened, but nothing came out. Then his whole face turned red and he stared at his plate. Someone coughed and said, "Oh, that's great," in the most uncomfortable voice, and people slowly started talking again. His mom mumbled something about the caterer, and Speed walked away. I stayed another hour because leaving immediately would have made it worse. He didn't come near me the rest of the night, didn't even look in my direction once.